it's your turn.
I'm no good at things like this.
Come on, just say it.
I can't think of anything.
He can't think of anything, so he's out. Talk shit.
Okay.
Throw him an axe.
All right. I'd spend it with my family.
Is this guy serious?
I wish we were playing for big dough.
Right.
What an asshole.
Hey, it's my last week and I can spend it any way I want. I'd like it to be with my family.
Oh, I'd like it to be with my family.
Okay, Jerome. What do you do for that crap?
Well, it's not interesting, but at least it's honest. A B plus.
Ooh!
B plus. Okay, this game is fixed. I'm calling in the military police. I get a B for screwing 7 million heiresses, and he gets a B plus for going home to his mother? I changed my answer. I want to visit sick children in the hospital.
Hey, knock it off, soldiers. You had your turn.
It's yours now, Wachowski.
All
Go
right.
on down, Kowski.
Okay. I always wanted to make it with a world-famous woman. Someone no one else can have. Hey, but it doesn't matter if she's beautiful or not, just as long as I was the only one.
You got someone in mind?
You know I got someone in mind.
I think we're headed for an A plus.
Who's the woman, Kowski?
The Queen of England. Bam!
Queen of England? That is disgusting. That's like making it with your grandmother.
Besides, you wouldn't be the only one. What about the King of England?
Oh, no. Kings and queens do it once a year to make a prince. But I'd have her every day and every night for a week.
You couldn't get near her. They keep her under guard at Rockingham Palace.
Well, not for me, she would say. Ugh, let that sexy Wachowski into my chamber.
Apes and gorillas. I'm living with apes and gorillas.
What's the score? Give me the score.
Yes, give the L meatloaf his stole.
This is a tough one. Yeah, I find it totally unredeeming in every way. Morally, ethically, sexually. But it's got style. An A minus.
Yeah! All right!
Okay. I want my money back. I'm not getting beat up by the guy who humps the mother of the British Empire.
I have learned a lot about you guys tonight.
And vice versa, Shirka.
So I'm winning, right? Well, it's not over yet. There's still 2 more of us to go.
Epstein's next. I want to hear what his last weekend
Yeah.
was like. Probably wants to take an English exam at City College.
Arnold, it's your turn.
There's no point to this game.
Yes, there is.
What's the point?
I like it. Come on, Arnold. Tell us, what's your secret desire?
If I say it, it might not come true.
He doesn't have. All he does is complain.
Yeah, pass gas. Wait, that's a secret desire. He wants to bend over and blow up the world.
Just wait a minute. He's got one. Come on, Arnold. What is it?
I would like to make Sergeant Merwin J. Toomey do 200 push-ups in front of this platoon.
Ooh, that's good. I hate to admit it, that's good.
It's okay. 500 would have been better.
I think it's terrific. A plus.
Oh!
Hey, Plus, you're crazy. Now you can't beat him.
I can still tie him.
Yeah, but if it's a tie, all bets are off,
Yes.
right?
Fair enough. We need a judge, Wachowski. Pick a judge.
All right. I pick Selvidge.
I love this. No matter what crap he says, he gets an A+. Your money is safe, boy.
Come on, Gene, let's hear yours.
Okay. All right. I would like to get mine by wiping out an entire battalion of Japanese Marines. They'd probably erect a statue of me at Brighton Beach. Maybe even name a junior high school or a swimming pool.
All they give you is a locker room. Eugene M. Jerome, locker room.
Let him finish. Go on, Gene.
Well, if it's my last week on Earth, I would like to fall in love.
With who?
The perfect girl.
There is no perfect girl.
If I fell in love with her, she'd be perfect.
I told you all Jews are homos.
Incredible. Okay, the game is over. Tell him to score right, or I'll take my money back. I give him a C-.
What?
Hey!
Oh my God!
I came up with something hot. I'm not gonna let him beat me with that pissy story. I'm not gonna give him an A+ for Love in Blue.
Jesus, you are a moron! Go look in the latrine where you dropped your brains.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't.
Well, Arnold, you won. The money's all yours.
You know, it never fails. It's always the Jews that end up with all the money. Ain't that right, Roy?
Don't ask me. I never met a Jew before, you know.
Oh, no? Well, they're easy to spot. There's one, and wait. Oh, and there's another one. Hey, they're the ones that stick the bacon under the toast so no one sees them eat it. Ain't that right, Jerome?
I'm tired of taking that crap from you, Wachowski. I know you can probably beat the hell out of me, but I'm not going to take it anymore, you understand?
Sure you will. You'll take any shit from me. Come on. Come on, let's see how tough you are. Hey, I'll knock that Alka-Seltzer right out of your asshole.
Now, Kowski, what difference does it make what religion he is?
I didn't start it. Epstein's the one who thinks he's too good to follow orders, isn't he? Isn't he? Well, I'm not going to do 100 push-ups on account of some goof-off anymore. Hey, and if he doesn't shape up, I'm going to bust his nose, whether he's got a Jew nose or not.
Tonight!
What in the hell is going on here?
Nothing, Sergeant?
Nothing. You telling me nothing? I heard threats, accusations, and an invitation to bust the nose of members of minority races. Now, are you still telling me that nothing's going on here?
Yes, Sergeant?
I think you better sleep on that answer, soldier. And to make sure you get yourself good and tired, I want you to do 100 push-ups right now on the floor. On your face, soldier, and let me hear you count. If I hear any more racial slurs from members of this platoon, some dumb bastard's gonna be shoveling cow shit with a teaspoon for a month. Especially if I hear it coming from a goddamn Pollock! Lights out! Yeah.
Dirty bastard. Goddamn dirty bastard.
What's wrong?
Hey, somebody broke into my Foot Locker last night. They emptied my wallet, they took my pay, every cent I had in the world, $62.
How do you know it was stolen? Maybe you lost it.
Hey, I counted it before I hit the sack last night. I was saving it for the big weekend. And don't think I'm not wise to who did it either. Hey, maybe they both did it together.
How do you know it was them? Maybe it was one of us.
Was it? Was it?
You think I'm crazy enough to tell you if I stole your money?
No, it was Epstein, I'm telling you, trying to get back at me for what I said the other night.
Maybe he saw you, but he's not the kind that steals money.
Who asked you, Hennessy? Hey, what are you, some kind of Irish Jew? I just called him a couple names. Where I come from, we're all Polacks. Dagos, niggers, and sheenies. That stuff don't mean crap to me. You're Mick, what do I care?
Half Mick, half nigger.
You serious?
Yeah. My father's Irish, my mother's colored.
You can't be colored. They wouldn't let you in with us.
I never told anybody.
Hey, but I guessed it. I knew from the very start there was something wrong with you.
I'm black Irish, as colored as I am. But now we know how you think, don't we, Kowski?
Hey, I'm laying for you, Hennessy. After I get the bastard who took my money, I'm coming for you.
Does Toomey know?
I don't know. Here's everything. Somebody steals $62. People hear about it.
Gentlemen, I believe we have a problem. Those of you wishing to help me solve it before the firing squad leaves for the weekend, get up there! On the double! Ten hut! In my 12 years in the Army, 4 months and 23 days, I have put up with everything from mutiny to sodomy. I consider mutiny and sodomy to be relatively minor offenses. Mutiny is an act of aggression due to a rising expression of unreleased, repressed feelings. Sodomy is the result of doing something you don't want to do with someone you don't want to do it with on account of having no access to do what you want to do because of no one to do it with.
It makes sense if you think it out slowly.
Burglary, on the other hand, is a cheap shit crime. And I frown on that. The past 31 days, you boys have made some fine progress. You're not fighting soldiers yet, but I'd put you up against a group of Nazi cocktail waitresses any day. That's why it was my recommendation that this platoon receive a 48-hour pass. But until the mystery of Private Wachowski's missing $62 is resolved, there will be no 48-hour passes issued until you are all old and gray veterans of World War II, marshals, American Legionnaires, and the Armistice Day Parade. I am asking the guilty party to place $62 on that there Foot Locker within the next 30 seconds. I am offering no forgiveness, no leniency, and no abstention from justice. What I do offer is honor and integrity and the respect of his fellow soldiers, knowing that it was his act of courage that enabled them to enjoy the brief freedom that they so richly deserve. I am counting down to 30. It is of this time that heroes are made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's $62 there if anyone wants to count it.
I I don't believe that will be necessary, Private Epstein. Wachowski, pick up your money. I said don't count it, boy. Private Epstein, do you have anything to say for yourself?
No, Sergeant.
Would you care to tell us why you decided to return the money?
I chose to.
You chose to. Knowing full well that swift and just punishment will be inflicted if and when this is reported to the commanding officer.
I only know it too well.
You know, you could have kept quiet about this little incident. Chances are, no one would have ever found out or been any the wiser.
I didn't see why 5 young men should suffer a loss of privilege because of one guilty one.
Private Wachowski, is it your wish that this incident and the guilty party be reported to the commanding officer?
No, Sergeant. I'll deal with the bastard who took it on my own.
Last night at 0100 hours, I wandered through the barracks and I saw carelessness and complacency. Wachowski's wallet was lying in an open footlocker, inviting weakness, temptation, and avarice. I stole your $62, Wachowski, and I put your empty wallet back in its place. I did it to teach you a lesson. Instead, I got submarined. Private Epstein, are you such a goddamn ignorant fool to take the blame for something that you are completely innocent of?
The Army has its logic, I have my own.
The Army's logic, as you call it, is to instill discipline, obedience, and unquestioned faith in superiors. What the hell is yours?
Since I'm not guilty of a crime, I reserve the right to keep my motives a matter of confidentiality.
That's where you're wrong, soldier. Admitting to a crime you did not commit is no less an offense than not admitting to one you did commit. That is called obstruction of justice. You may not like our rules, boy, but you will clean every piss pot and toilet until you learn them. Confine the barracks until further notice. The rest of you are on 48 hours leave. Fall out. Epstein, I would like a word with you in private. Listen to me, you flyspeck on a mound of horse shit. You are taking me on, aren't you? You are making a big mistake, because I've got a nutcracker that crunches the testicles of men who try to take me on. How the hell do you think you can beat me?
I'm not trying to beat you, Sergeant. I'm trying to work with you.
I think your battery's low, Epstein. I think some plumber came and turned off your fountain of knowledge. What the hell do you mean, work with me?
I don't think it's necessary to dehumanize a human being to get him to perform. I think you can get better results by raising our spirits than lowering our dignity.
Why the hell did you return money you know you didn't take?
Because I knew you did. I saw you take it. I think inventing a crime to instill your theories of discipline is Neanderthal in its conception.
I can arrange it, Private Epstein. That from now on, all you receive to eat in the mess hall is cotton balls. You ever eat cotton balls, Epstein? You can chew on them till 1989, they just do not swallow. Men do not face enemy machine guns because they have been treated with kindness. They face them because they have a bayonet shoved up their ass! I don't want these boys human, goddammit! I want them obedient.
Egyptian kings made their slaves obedient. Eventually they lost their slaves and their kingdom.
Yeah? Well, I may just lose mine too, but before you go, you are gonna build me the biggest goddamn pyramid you ever saw! I'm trying to save these boys' lives, you crawling bookworm. You stand in my way and I will pulverize you into chicken droppings.
It should be an interesting contest, Sergeant.
Epstein, after I have crushed your testicles, you can replace them with the cotton balls. Neanderthal in his conception. Jesus Christ.
So, who really stole the money?
Toomey stole Wachowski's $62. Well, Epstein stole Toomey's idea of stealing Wachowski's $62.
Why?
You ever see a big fat walrus screwing on a big fat walrus? There's no point to it, but they do it anyway. Come on, Klaus.
Yeah, in a minute.
I'll tell you something. The Army is really dumb. The Navy is this dumb? We're gonna have to take a train to Europe.
Hey, Eds, what'd you do with dumb ass thing like that?
Oh, you wouldn't understand.
Why not? Am I too dumb? Dumb Pollock, is that what I am? Now who's calling who names?
You are. If no one confessed, no one goes on leave. If any of the other guys really did it, I'd end up cleaning toilet bowls anyway. He's trying to break my spirit.
How'd you figure that out?
Talmudic reasoning.
What?
Talmudic. You weigh both sides of an issue, and then you choose the one that's most interesting. Unless, of course, the other guy picks that one first.
Yeah, well, anyway, hey, I owe you one. You stuck your neck out for us, and I'd like to pay back my debts.
You really want to shake my hand, Wachowski?
Come on, take it. It's only going to come out once.
Now, let's not be hypocritical. I did what I did for me, not for you.
You know something, Epstein? I'm not going to make any more Jew cracks at you. Because you're a shitmeal no matter what you are.
Why do you always have to do things the hard way?
It makes life more interesting.
It also makes a lot of problems.
Without problems, the day will be over at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I really admired what you did back there, Arnold. You remind me of my brother sometimes. He was always standing up for his principles, too.
Principles are okay, but sometimes they get in the way of reason.
Well, then how do you know which one's the right one?
You have to get involved, Eugene. You don't get involved enough.
What do you mean?
You're a witness. You're always standing around watching what other people do, scribbling in your notebook. You have to get in the middle of it. Make a contribution to the fight.
What fight?
Any fight, the one you believe in.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible. You know, like the shadow, like I can see everybody, but they can't see me. But that's how I think writers are, sort of invisible.
Not Tolstoy, not Dostoevsky, not Herman Melville.
Yeah, I have to read those guys.
Epstein! I don't hear no goddamn bashing!
I better go. I have to get involved with some toilet bowls.
I'd love to talk to you more, Arnold.
I'm available.
Well, how about when I get back on Sunday night?
Sure, anytime. Just make sure you don't come back pregnant.
Are you kidding? I'm wearing 3 pairs of socks.
Make sure you put them on in the right places.
So, I was off to Biloxi to live out my fantasies. Love or sex. I'd settle for either one. I had aqua velva in, on, and under every conceivable part of my body.
I've been waiting for you.
Well, let's go!
Wait, I need a favor from you.
Sure, what is it?
Sit down. I need your opinion. And, please, tell me the truth. I'll be with you in apple blossom time.
Doesn't take a half hour. She couldn't make any money that way.
Maybe he went twice, or 3 times.
Wachowski could keep going for 6 months straight. That's not the point. They charge you every time. That's the point.
Listen to this. No matter how lunatic I think Sergeant Toomey is, he's winning the war. Every day we drop a little of our own personalities and become more obedient, more robot-like, until what was once an intelligent, thinking human being is now nothing but a khaki idiot. Yesterday, in front of everybody, he made Epstein unscrew the top of his head and take his brains out.
I fooled him. I only took out my mucous membranes.
I'm fighting hard to retain my identity, and the only time I'm able to hold on to who I am is in the still of the night.
Wow, what a weekend. Hey, how'd you guys do?
Hey, Hennessy, you ought to listen to this. You're in it too.
What is it?
The Secret and Private Memoirs of Eugene M. Jerome.
He let you read that?
No, but we're gonna ask him when we're through.
You have no right to read that. That's like opening someone's mail.
Bullshit. It's private things about us. Every one of us. That's public domain, like in the newspapers, right?
A newspaper has published unpublished memoirs that are sole and private property of the writer.
God, you know, I thought all Jews were doctors. I didn't know they were lawyers, too.
I'm not a Jew anymore, Wachowski.
What do you mean?
I converted to Catholicism yesterday, and in 6 weeks I hope to become a priest. And my first act of service to the Holy Father is to have you excommunicated. So get off my ass.
That's good. That's funny. Goddamn Jews are really funny. Hey, Epstein, I'm beginning to like you. I swear to Christ.
Hey, you guys are interested in hearing the rest of this or not?
No, I'm not. I thought you were Gene's friend, Epstein.
He didn't lock his locker. Why then would he leave something so private in an unlocked locker? There's no logic to it. I have no interest in illogical things.
You tell Gene I had nothing to do with this, you hear me?
Go on. After, still of the night.
Okay. At night, I listen to the others in their sleep, and it's then that their fears and self-doubts become more apparent than during the waking hours. One night, a sudden scream came from Selridge. It sounded like he was calling out the name Louise. Is Louise's girl or possibly his mother?
He's full of crap.
Who's Louise?
My mother, but he's full of crap. I never called my mother Louise.
Poor baby wants his mother.
I don't want to hear any more of this. I don't like being spied on.
Oh, wait till you hear what he writes about me.
It's him. Turn away.